Alrighty, the day is today. Just got finished washing it down with Windex. Jolene helped me a couple times and wash it down, wash it down, wash it down, wash it down. That's what we've been doing. Washing it down, one washes it, one wipes it off. And all I'm trying to do now is go around the car and get the residue off. The residue off from the primer, whatever. I use these little cloths here. Jolene went and got them for me. Generally, I like to use a chamois and spray the Windex on the chamois. It'll pull the dirt off nice. I learned the chamois part from G. Winfield, and the other part I learned myself from not having the product. That's how I do that. So here I am right now, just swiping it off to make sure I get all the residue off from the Windex. It looks really good. We got the floor wet, we've got it all masked off. We have not got the paint mixed yet. We'll do that in front of your eyes. The gun has not been put together or unpackaged. We'll do that in front of your eyes. And right now I'm just making sure all residue is off the car. Put a little seam sealer in the body lines there, make it look a little nicer, a little tighter. You know what happens when you go into your house and you put your moldings on your house and you take a little sealer and you caulk them, look like $1 million painted. If you do not caulk them, it'll not very good. Not very good. So we had to retape everything and remask everything to get the job done that we wanted to get done. So I'm just running around quick, just wiping off residue. It feels really nice. We found some scratches and then we just took the 400 and touched them up. Did we, baby? Yep. That's good enough. I got a bench on either side. I'm only going to use one air hose. And the reason I say I tried to clean the filter this morning, tried to clean the air compressor this morning. The nozzle on the bottom of the air compressor is not draining. That there I tried to clean. I hope it clean. I hope it's okay. I tried to fix it, but you can still hear it. So this is where we're at. We want to paint the car. I probably should have just left it alone, but I tore it apart and did what I had to do, or what my brain told me to do anyways. Just wiping off residue. Now, we have some places where I have bare metal. I'm going to show you what I'm going to do. But we're all done. We wiped it down a couple times with Windex, me and Jolene. One wash, one wipe. Paint is mixed, or not mixed. Yes, we have some paint here already mixed, black. I'm going to throw them in there because we don't want them anymore. Just 1 second, put this back. And get the one step. Whatever that is. Where did I put that stuff at? So 1-step primer here. This is just a lacquer primer, just a cheap primer. But I've got a few little tiny places that have bare metal, and I don't want bare metal on. I want to put a little primer on it. So this is what I'm going to do. And then I'm going to come out and mix up the paint. We're going to put the gun together. I'm going to put a gun together. Just buy a cheap gun, and I do that for why not. I like to shake this very well before I go in there and hit that. We're just going to use a urethane, single stage. But what I like to do is I like to use the clear coat hardener when I use a single stage. Didn't have enough, but I had some paint there. Hoping we got enough there. We should have. But I like using the clear coat hardener for my urethane. Just makes it go a little harder. Maybe give a little more sheen. Maybe, I'm not sure. As I do this, I want to try this out here. Got a good spray on there. Yeah, I got a little bare metal showing. A little bare metal showing right here. I just want to give it a little primer. That's it. That's it. That's it. Give a little body fill showing there. That's it. Put some primer. We got some metal right here. Some metal right there. As long as there's a little primer on it, that's all I'm asking for. Just a little bit of primer. Across the back. Across the back here. A little metal there, dear sweetheart. Just a little bit of primer, that's all I want. I will not sand that. That is so light that, not sand that. Not putting a bunch of primer on it when I don't have to. Just enough to cover the metal. And that's it. And that's all we're going for. Just a little bit of primer. Cover the metal. Beautiful. We'll let that dry. We'll mix some paint while we let that dry. Let me sit that over here, yes. So here we go. I've already had the paint shaking, so I know the paint is shooken. This is my hardener. I'm going to take this shirt off. I need some reducer. Everything's dusty in the old body shop, eh? Big day today, Doug. Paint your car. Paint your car. I hope everybody, well, I hope it goes well. I hope nothing goes wrong with the filter system that I played with this morning. I hope not, across my fingers. But we're hoping for just a nice quick paint job. And we'll show you exactly how we do it. And that's how we do it. I'm hoping that everybody liked this process that we had to do on Doug's car to get it done. Everything that we done, I felt like we had to do. And everything that we done, I felt like we tried to do it as quick as possible, you know, in the manner that we're doing it, if you know what I'm trying to tell you, in the manner that we're doing it. I'm going to mix some paint. I gotta get this thing going here first, gun, I guess. It's a big day. I got half a sweat on washing the car down. Half a sweat on I did. That's a good thing. These are the guns here, obviously. She's brand new. She hadn't even had a spanking yet. I'm just going to throw stuff on the floor. Just the time to do it, I guess. Got a brand new filter in there. Looks good there. I like all the material I can get. This here, there, makes my fan bigger or smaller. See that little thing there? It makes me bigger or smaller. Screw this bad boy on. I'm gonna run a little thinner through the gun first, just to make sure there's no oils or greases in there I don't want to deal with. I need a chock. That happens every time. I don't know if I have to rip it out of something or if I have one here. Don't know. Should have one right here. No, I need a male. This is a female. Female goes in, male's on the outside. Don't know where anything is. Lucky charm, there it is. We'll get a wrench, put it on. Seems to be tight enough. That's what I do for a gun. That's exactly how I do it. And that's the end of it. That's what I spray the car with. I'm just going to put a little thinner in the gun right now, just so if there's any, you know, packing grease or just anything that should not be in there. Looks good. Put the end on. Jolene's all dressed up like the Unabomber. She got clothes over her head. She's got a mask on. She's dressed. So what we first did, we went in there, we washed that car down with them rags, or them cleaning rags that she got us. We tried to pull all the primer out of all the dirt out of the primer with those. We washed it down with Windex a couple times. I washed it, she washed it, we both washed it, we washed it together. Yeah, right? So right now I'm just going to turn on the fan. I'm just going to turn on the fan, get this gun going, and see. Just spray the thinner through it, that's all. Spray the thinner through it. We're going to use one hose, and the reason being is I got the other hose, I don't know if I contaminated it or not. Too much pressure. That's where we'll spray her at, just like that, full pressure. Hard to leave, I know. Didn't turn the fan on, did I? Seems to be working beautifully. Got my fan geared up a little better, no cords hanging around. No cords hanging around, get that stuff geared up. So the gun, I feel like we're ready for dump some paint in. That's what I feel, the gun is ready. I'm going to mix some paint now. Screwdriver. Keep your fingers crossed, keep your fingers crossed. We want to get a good paint job on Doug's car. That's what we want to do. We want to get a good paint job on it. And we're doing everything that we've done in the past or normally. That's what we're doing. So that old Dan Barco's pulling in. How you doing, Dan? I am. I'm in the middle of painting the car. How can I help you?
Oh, I was wondering if you had anything to get gas out of a gas tank. A line that the motor on or something.
No, I have not. You got no way to drain it?
No plug in the tank. No.
Okay.
They took that element away from me. That was I had that Honda element.
Yeah.
Cause a callback.
Yeah.
They condemned it.
Yeah.
They said the frame was all rotten on one side, but I couldn't see it. They said 4 little holes, and I guess it was dangerous.
Okay. I haven't got anything right now, Dan. I know you can get those things in town there. You pull the trigger, you can pump them up and take gas out. You know what I mean? Like they had little suck hoses on them. You never siphoned any much gas in your day?
Only
Only when you had to, huh?
Okay.
Okay, Dan. Sorry, man.
Yeah.
Have a good one.
Yeah, see you on Facebook.
Okay, cool. Well, you'll see us tonight after we paint this car.
We watch you all the time.
Cool. Have a good one. I'm going to go get a stick and just see if that stirred nicely. I want to check that. That's a big problem sometimes. Not a big problem, it's an issue if you're not being aware of your material. If it's stirred well or not, mixed well. I shook it for quite a while there. Seems to be fine. No, it doesn't, does it? That don't seem to be fine, does it? Seems like it's half. You know what I mean? What? I'm not sure what to say. I'm not sure what to say. That spoils my plans a little bit. Looks the same way. Here we go. Here we go. I'm painting it. 7. And we're going to one of this, so it's 4, 1 to 2, so we got 4 in the paint, 1 of this, and 2 of the reducer. I'm gonna pop this off. I end up hurting myself here, no doubt in my mind. And we're gonna go 1 hardener. We'll see that over there. We're going to go 2 reducer. Let's see what happens. If the paint is not, where I want it to be, I probably won't paint it with this paint. I'll have to buy some. If it's not where I want it to be. And that means that the paint has to be a certain thickness before I'll spray it. It has to run off that stick very nice. And other than that, it has to be that way. Ah! That's all right. Just look thick, that's all. Look thick, that's all. 4, 1, 2, it's right on the can. You read it, it's right on the can. Tells you how to mix it. I've got a little cup here, how I'm mixing it. It says right on the side, or you can get the stick that shows you. I'm nervous as a grasshopper in a chicken house. I haven't sprayed a car in quite a long time, hasn't it, baby? Mm-hmm. Good and runny. Look at how shaky I am. Ooh, shaky. It's good paint, good paint. We're all good. Yeah, I pulled that right up to there. Okie dokie. This is where I'm going to use a filter. I'm just kind of refreshing myself as I go over with you people. Refreshing myself. This is not something I do daily. This is something I do probably once a month. No, what do you mean once a month? That over here. I do not like. We're gonna go easy. Yes. We don't want to get too much in there, so it dumps out the top of the gun. We don't want to get it too full because it we're going to lay it over top of the roof and stuff. We don't want it to leak. I hate to say it, but I need a nervous pee. See you all later. I'll be right back. Got no mic on, so I guess it don't matter. I'll be right back. Maybe went around the car or something. I have no idea. let's get our shirt ripped off here. I'm gonna take the shirt off just because this has got some, I'm doing pretty good down low. I'm already on top, I guess. I'm gonna take this shirt off, put a mask on. Yeah, babe's got my mask cleaned off. Just remind me if I'm doing something wrong here, babe, will ya? Okay, it's been a while. It's been a while. And the mask is right here. So this is what's gonna happen. I got the gun full, paint's there. Cool. I'm just gonna go and spray it, and you're gonna do what you're gonna do, right? Yeah. Paint's getting sprayed, Doug. I like to use my hands to blow on the car and wipe the car off at the same time with the gun. And the reason I like to do that is because I can look at this car, and Jolene can look at this car, and you think there's no dirt on it, but when you touch it, you can tell there's dirt on it. And if you do not touch it, you don't know there's dirt on it or not. That's why I touch the car. Right back. I'm going to get a cloth. I want to wipe it off. Look at the air hose. What I'm feeling is the overspray from the primer. I just want to wipe it off. I can. I'll do this. I still feel dirt on the roof, and I do not want to spray it until dirt's gone. I hope that makes sense. got the gun turned up quite high, but I like spraying the paint down on the car. There's no texture to the car right now because I've got that paint sprayed on there, probably just as smooth as you can get her, I guess. But can't wait till the jitters come out of me, and it probably won't happen until it's done. So I just come out here because I needed some more paint. Now I'm onto the hood and the tops of the doors and fenders. Here we go. Got to mix up a little paint. So we got the hood and the front fender. We got the front fender to do. Yeah. See that? Glasses on. Glasses up. Glasses up. Thank you, baby. Paint in there. 4117. Hardener. We sent for Hardener. Full coffee sitting there on that. I'll end up spilling that. Just baby looking after me, that's all. 411. Have them. We got our reducer. The bottom of the cup. Chuck that filter and get another one. It's generally not what a fella wants to do is run out between coats, but the gun has a small canister on it, and that's what prevents me from, I could get a bigger canister I suppose, but seems to be all right. Seems to be all right. Trying to get it stirred up so it seems, so it's right. I'm gonna go get another filter. I'm not sure what's gonna happen. It's one coat. It looks, you know, it looks good, but it's one coat. And, you know, let's face it. We'll see what happens. We'll put 2 on it, and then we'll go from there. If it needs 3, then we'll do 3. Whatever it needs, I guess, is what I'm saying is what we'll do. What it needs is what we'll do. And right now, I'm happy with the texture. I'm happy with everything. Just got to finish that fender off, and we'll come back out. Spray those on. I overlapped on that fender. I don't like doing that. That's how you get boo-boos. Get too much paint there. What's going to happen right now is we're just going to hang here, hang tight. We're going to wait for a little bit, and then we're going to go put another coat on it. How much time we spent?
40.
Huh?
40 minutes.
40 minutes? I might be able to get back in there and put another, did you lock the door? I like locking the door because some people will just walk in and sometimes it's nice for them not to walk in because we're doing something and they slam the door, it affects things, you know, the wall shake, dirt flies. But anyways, it's going good right this present moment. It's going good. It's got one coat on it, and I will not go back in and spray no more on it until I can touch it. And then I will spray another wet coat on it. I guess I treat it like a spray balm, I guess. One wet coat, let it dry. Put another wet coat on it, let it dry. And that's what I'm gonna do. I'm not gonna let it dry completely so you could run it out and drive around. I'm gonna make it dry to the touch. You know what I mean? I can put my hand on it and no paint comes off on me. The paint's on there smooth. I'm not worried about laying out and laying down. I've got it laid down with the gun. I want it to dry up a little bit and then we'll hit it again. Did you want to go and take a walk around it? Want to take a walk around it? I'm gonna put my mask on. We'll just take a slow walk around it. And generally, like, what can I say? Any disturbance really you don't want, so we'll be very careful as we walk around it. This is just one coat. It's time to get painting. Dry. Good. Time to paint. Pretty quick, eh? So, got some paint in here. I'm gonna go with this. And I started on the roof on this side, did I not? So I'm going to start on the roof on this side, do the roof down to the back corner, do the roof on the other side, then we'll go with the trunk lid, we'll finish the quarter panels off, and then we slide up to the front. And I did the doors on the, I just have to talk with it over with myself so I know, that's all. Here we go. I gotta mix more paint. Yeah, gotta mix more paint. So I'm gonna do half of what I did before. I'm gonna do half the paint. I might really wipe that off, that rag inside that, but it is what it is. What did I do with my glasses? Did you leave them in there? Are they in there? I got them in your pocket. It's hard. Let's see what's going on here. That says 4-1-1 there, doesn't it? Huh, maybe? I'm in a mess. You see it? 4-1-1. There's 7 right there. I'll just mix it up and do it like I did last time. 7. Perfect. This here will make sure that I have enough paint. 7. Reducer goes to the top again. Probably mixing up more paint than I need. I think 2 coats is going to do it. I am not going to fuss or muss right now because this is leftover paint that I used from another job. So I'm just going to mix it up and have enough to spray. That's the end of it. I'm going to mix it up and have enough to spray. I've got the hood, the cowl, the 2 front fenders. And then I'm going to check it back over and see if it looks okay. And if it does look okay, we'll leave it. If it does not, we'll wait and do the process one more time. I do not want to build the paint up on the doors too much and down. I just don't want to build it up too much. I want it to just be paint. That's all I want. I just want it to be paint. So, we'll pour some more paint in the gunny poo-poo. I hope you're enjoying watching putting paint on. I am enjoying putting the paint on because it's getting closer. We're getting closer to having it done, aren't we, baby? Huh? Hey, it's been 2 weeks off and on, you know, just playing with it. What I mean by 2 weeks, I will just wash my hands for a second. It's been 2 weeks, an hour at a time. Has it, baby? Mm-hmm. Been 2 weeks, an hour at a time, but it's going good, and we're almost there. Just want to wash my hands off a little bit and go from there. That's all I want to do. Just want to wash my hands off a bit. Paint's in the gun. Put the cover back on. Now I just got to paint that front end. Put a nice coat of wet paint on that, and then we'll look at it again. That right there is 2 coats. It looks mighty wet and fine, don't it? Huh? Looks good, don't it? So what we're going to have to do is, put this back on. So what we're going to do, is we're just going to, all right, I got her now. We're just going to hold off for a little bit. We're going to wait and see what it looks like. And then if it needs another coat, I hope it does not, because that's just more material that we're laying on top of something. You know what I mean? There's more material. I think it looks good, don't you? I think it looks nice and flat and smooth. Is that the end of the video? If we put another coat on it, it's going to look the same way. It's just going to have more paint on it, and it might bridge. I think it looks good for now. I hope you had fun watching that. Got your car painted, Doug? Yeah! Got your car painted, Doug? We don't want you to come down tomorrow because we're going to peel it off and look at it before we give it back. But we got her painted. How's that, baby?
Awesome.
That looks good, eh? Mm-hmm. Whew. My nerves are all gone now. Now it's just painting it. Want to go and take a look? Man, that thing's black and beautiful. Here, I'll shut the door. Just a big water around it. I think that will go there. Dry it there, maybe. Think I should hit it again? Right there, it will dry to me. What do you think, sweetheart? We'll put here dog food, I guess. That's what we're going to do. We're going to cook dog food. I think it looks good. Looks good. Awesome. All right, folks. That's how you paint a car. Signing out. Bad Jam.